Every few months, a headline goes viral that says something like, "Stop contributing to your 401k. It's a scam. The government controls your money. Your 401k is a trap." And if you're a woman trying to make smart financial decisions, that kind of messaging is confusing at best, and anxiety-inducing at worst. So let's clear something up right away. Most of those headlines are wrong. But there are smart, legitimate, math-based reasons why some women should stop contributing to a traditional 401k, or at least redirect their next dollar somewhere else. Not because of fear, not because of TikTok, because of strategy. The real question isn't, should I avoid my 401k? The real question is, given my income, my taxes, my lifestyle, and my future plans, where should my next dollar go? Sometimes the answer is a traditional 401k. Sometimes it's a Roth. Sometimes it's a brokerage account. Sometimes it's stability first. This video is about learning how to decide, confidently, why the internet is wrong about 401ks and retirement strategy. The internet loves extremes. Short clips saying, 401ks are a scam, get clicks, but context rarely survives the edit. Most viral advice removes timelines, tax brackets, and real-life trade-offs. Here's the truth. The 401k is one of the most powerful wealth-building tools we have. Millions of women will retire primarily because of consistent 401k investing over decades. But even a great tool can become the wrong tool if it's used without a plan, or without flexibility. When advice ignores your personal situation, it stops being helpful and starts being dangerous. That's where confusion and costly mistakes creep in. The number one reason 401ks can fail in retirement: RMD overload. This surprises a lot of people, especially disciplined savers. If you're consistent, your balance doesn't just grow, it compounds aggressively. And the IRS eventually wants its share. If you're a consistent saver, if your income keeps growing, if you've built a large traditional balance, every additional dollar you contribute to a traditional 401k could be increasing a future tax problem, not immediately, but quietly and steadily over time. And most people don't see it until it's already locked in. At a certain age, the government requires you to start withdrawing money, whether you need it or not. These are called required minimum distributions, or RMDs. Those withdrawals stack on top of everything else in retirement. They reduce your ability to control taxable income year by year. Those forced withdrawals increase your taxable income, can push you into higher tax brackets, can cause more of your Social Security to be taxed, can raise Medicare premiums, can limit future Roth conversion opportunities. For high-saving women, this can flip the script entirely. Taxes in retirement can actually be higher than during working years. This is especially common for women who save steadily and live modestly. Ironically, doing everything right can create a tax problem later. That's not a failure of the 401k. That's a lack of tax diversification. And diversification isn't just about investments, it's about tax treatment. When your tax rate in retirement will be higher than it is today, many women are told, "You'll be in a lower tax bracket when you retire." That advice sounds comforting, but it isn't guaranteed. Sometimes that's true, but often, it's not, especially for women who build multiple income streams. Retirement income is rarely as simple as people imagine. In retirement, income doesn't disappear, it changes. Social Security, pensions, RMDs, investment income, possibly part-time or consulting work. All of those layers interact with each other. And many retirement-related thresholds don't adjust well for inflation. That's how marginal tax rates quietly climb. When most of your money sits in tax-deferred accounts, you lose control over when income shows up. Flexibility shrinks, and taxes become reactive instead of planned. This is where strategy matters most. This is especially common for women who save consistently, live below their means, avoid lifestyle inflation, invest for decades. Ironically, being good with money can create tax pressure later, unless you plan ahead. This isn't about pessimism, it's about realism. Liquidity versus tax deferral, when access to cash matters more. This is the part most advice ignores, but women feel it deeply. Life rarely moves in straight lines. Liquidity creates emotional and financial safety. If you don't have a real emergency fund, are saving for a home, are navigating career changes, are carrying high-interest debt, Need financial breathing room? Then locking every extra dollar into a retirement account may not be the smartest next move. Tax efficiency means nothing if it creates stress today. Security always comes first. Yes, always take the employer match. That's free money. That return is unmatched anywhere else. But beyond the match, prioritization matters. Beyond that, stability matters. Stability allows you to invest consistently without panic. And consistency is what actually builds wealth. Financial security isn't just about retirement someday, it's about being able to handle life today without panic. Calm decisions outperform rushed ones. Liquidity gives you time and options. Why 401ks can break down in early retirement planning. If you're planning to step away from work earlier, in your 40s or 50s, traditional retirement accounts can create timing issues. Access matters just as much as growth. And timelines can't be ignored. Most 401k money is locked until later ages. Penalties and rules limit flexibility. That doesn't align with early retirement goals. That doesn't mean you stop saving. It means you save differently. And you align accounts with your timeline. For early retirement planning, taxable brokerage accounts offer full access, no penalties, flexible withdrawals. Yes, they're less tax efficient, but they give you control. And control is often worth more than perfect optimization. Especially during the bridge years before traditional retirement age. When a 401k is the wrong tool for a bad retirement plan, here's an important truth. A 401k can't fix a bad plan. No account can. Some plans are excellent. Some are expensive, restrictive, and outdated. Fees compound just like returns, but in the wrong direction. High fees, limited options, expensive managed funds, these quietly erode wealth over decades. The damage isn't obvious year to year. But over 30 or 40 years, it's massive. Even small fee differences compound dramatically over time. A 1% difference can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's not an exaggeration, it's math. Sometimes the smartest move is, get the match. Then prioritize lower cost accounts elsewhere. That's not anti-401k. That's pro your future. And pro keeping more of what you earn. Typical 401k fees explained. Larger employers tend to offer lower cost plans. They have negotiating power and scale. Smaller employers often don't. Smaller plans typically come with higher administrative fees, fewer investment choices, more expensive fund options. Knowing where your plan falls helps you decide how much to rely on it. Awareness prevents blind overfunding, and blind overfunding is expensive. Fees aren't about perfection, they're about awareness. You can't optimize what you don't understand. Hidden 401k fees to watch out for. The biggest ones: high expense ratios, asset-based administrative fees, managed account add-ons, revenue sharing arrangements. These don't show up as a bill. They quietly reduce growth year after year. And most people never notice them. Reading your plan disclosures is one of the most powerful financial habits you can build. It takes minutes and saves years of lost compounding. Information is leverage. For high-saving women, Roth conversions can be transformative. They shift control back into your hands. And they reduce future uncertainty. They allow you to shift money into tax-free growth, reduce future RMDs, smooth taxes over time, increase retirement flexibility. If conversions are part of your long-term plan, it often makes sense to slow the growth of traditional balances today. That creates room later. And room equals options. This isn't about avoiding taxes, it's about paying them intentionally. Timing matters more than people realize. Strategy beats reaction every time. A simple framework for choosing the right retirement accounts. Ask yourself, when will I need this money? What tax rate am I likely to pay later? How much flexibility do I want? These questions matter more than any rule of thumb. They center your real life, not generic advice. And they evolve over time. Women with the smoothest retirements usually have money in all three buckets. Tax-deferred, Roth, taxable. That flexibility is power. It allows you to respond instead of react. And flexibility reduces stress. Why this isn't anti-401k, it's pro-strategy. Let me be very clear. 401ks are not bad. They're not broken. They're not scams. But blindly funneling every dollar into one account without understanding the long-term impact isn't a strategy, it's autopilot. And autopilot ignores taxes, timing, and lifestyle. That's how gaps form. Autopilot is how women end up with higher taxes, fewer options, less flexibility than they deserve. Instead of reacting to headlines, ask the smarter question: where should my next dollar go? That's how you build wealth that supports your life, not just your retirement account. And that's what real financial literacy looks like.
Wow.